Okay, folks, we've got Mike and Ed here from League of Brewers, and we are lucky enough to have Kelly Ryan from Fork Brewcorp on the line. So we've managed to convince Kelly to partner up with us and pull together some official clone recipes for 5 of the beers in the Fork Brewcorp range. So that you can come online to the website and you can buy the clone recipe, and you can buy the official beer at the same time, and that way be able to taste the beer whilst you brew the beer, and then when your beer's ready, you can drink them both side by side. So Kelly, do you want to just give us a bit of an update how things have been going with the whole COVID lockdown for you guys up there in Wellington?
Yeah, not too bad. Thanks, Mike. It's been kind of a bit quiet the first sort of 4 weeks or 3 weeks at least of that until we started to look at sort of our online sales and things. Was just me and the brewery, to be fair. So yeah, I've managed to I've got behind me about 7,000 litres of well carbonated and remarkably bright filtered beers ready to go and get either into someone's mouth or into keg for someone else to buy. But it's But no, it's did a little bit of distillation just to make a bit of hand sanitizer with some old beer. And what else have we been doing? Yeah, just kind of trying to rack our brains to sort of make business decisions to ensure that we can stay open, really. So yeah, we've done pretty well locally with local deliveries of our flagons, that sort of stuff. We've got the team on site. We've got a pretty cool head chef who's come up with a really cool barbecue idea. So we're doing barbecue packs, brisket and ribs and chicken wings and coleslaws and sides and everything for local deliveries. The first lot sort of went out yesterday, and we've got another lot going out on Friday. So yeah, we're keeping busy actually. It's we're learning a lot of new skills, put it that way.
Yeah, it feels as
we're
though
all like webmasters now.
it feels as though everyone's having to pivot really fast and find new ways of working. But the other thing is that there's obviously a huge amount of support and feeling online of people wanting to support local, support the craft beer scene. So it's been fantastic the way that breweries have been able to open up those online orders and do the regular deliveries and that kind of thing.
Hey, just a question
It's been amazing. Yes, sorry.
From my side about your distilling, for our distilling customers. What did you distill? I assume it wasn't some kind of old batches of beer that you couldn't sell anymore.
Well, funnily enough, it was when we sort of realised there wasn't much hand sanitizer around. I actually personally just bought a still. Obviously, there are a few sort of legislations around a brewery distilling alcohol and customs and da-da-da-da-da. So I did a trial here and then just been running it at night at home. So I had a whole lot of kegs of or partial kegs that came back from a logistics company, all key kegs actually. So they were kegs that had been from the Brewers Guild Awards. And because they're in key keg, the logistics company didn't know how to empty them, which worked in my favour. So I managed to make about 15, 16 litres of around about sort of 90% ethanol. And in a previous life, I originally trained as a microbiologist, so I managed to get a whole lot of papers on sort of making really effective virucidal sanitizer. Just started doing research and found out there's actually a really good sanitizer that's got some pretty good results in terms of virucidal activity that you can make with 80% ethanol and 0.2% peroxyacetic acid. And most breweries have peroxyacetic acid in some way, shape or form in them. So I had to try and remember things like stoichiometry and a lot of stuff that I learned a long time ago with chemistry, and yeah, sort of calculate a lot of things that I haven't calculated in a long time to make the sanitizer. So yeah, we've got a bit of sanitizer. We've given out to a couple of locals, a couple of local bars as well. Have sort of personally ordered riggers, so I've given them a rigger of please do not drink this flammable, toxic 80% ethanol acidic sanitizer, even though it'd probably be good for a short amount of time. But yeah, yeah, the end result, yeah, won't be it'll be a bit messy. But yeah, sort of it's pretty easy, a turbo still, so they're pretty straightforward to use. But I'd love to, I'm kind of a bit hooked on it now. I want to play around with washes, and I've been learning about bloody bird watchers washes and using tomato paste and this and that, and baker's yeast. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to playing around and doing some big high ABV sort of small batch ferments at home and then running them through a still and see what happens. And then,
Awesome.
you know, in doing the low wines and all these all this terminology that as a brewer for a few decades I've never really had to look into. So it's been quite cool, actually. It's been a little side project while I've been doing everything else.
I've been doing much the same
coming
at
up.
home with my production, getting a lot more distilling happening at home, just with the time available. And we're also very close to getting the Ted's Fast Ferment Vodka recipe set up and available as a production pack through Liga Brewers. So that's something that we're trying to encourage people to take up, and that's going to be available online soon. So it sounds like we're doing pretty similar things.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've sort of played around with at home. I did a little infusion with like Szechuan peppercorns and celery seeds and fenugreek seeds and cinnamon and star anise and a bit of sugar actually, and just like a 45%. And yeah, the results are actually amazing. It's like the ultimate sort of brewer's digestif, I guess. So it's a yeah, it's really. I mean, obviously, you know, it's in terms of flavor profiles and doing what you can do with beer and sort of cross pollination to what you can do with spirits, and particularly in terms of infusions and stuff. It's definitely got my brain whirring, so it's good.
So let's look forward a little bit. Obviously, we're hoping that soon there's going to be opportunity to move out of level 3. Hopefully, level 2 coming at us. Are Fork doing anything in terms of plans for the venue, or is it too early for that?
Really, it's sort of we're just ready to hit the ground running. We're all, you know, all the staff are keen. We were a bit
I think we have a snag.
Yeah, I can hear you. I think Kelly must be offline.
connections unstable.
There you go. You're back.
Yeah, you're welcome to Fork and Brewer Wellington. The internet here is not good.
Yeah. So yeah,
we're waiting only about 7 months for fibre to actually be installed. So that's actually part of the question you're asking about what's happening. We've actually got a whole lot of building work that's been going on downstairs for earthquake strengthening and stuff, and that's been going on for quite a while now. So they're back doing that, getting, you know, just the bottom of the balcony replaced and all sorts of stuff. So trying to get it sort of hopefully a bit of a spruce up prior to us opening again, but we'll see what happens. It's a but yeah, it's sort of barbecue. Yeah, we want to get some barbecue going. We've sort of a new chef, Pete Gaddy. He started at the beginning of this year, end of January actually, and he's just been slowly transitioning the menu. And you know, it's sort of time. I guess we're known for beer. We realise it's time that we need to be known for food as well. You know, there's a brewer. We need to make sure that the Forks is well known as the brewer, I guess. So but yeah, the brisket's amazing. This, you know, the slow cooked smoked ribs. He's playing around with all different smokes, with woods for smoking, and yeah, the brisket. You know, like what is it? I'm learning all these new terminology about 6 sort of grade Wagyu brisket, first light, I mean, all the good stuff. So it's a but yeah, it's really, yeah, I guess if you're a meatitarian, it's pretty exciting.
It sounds like we might be able to see some new stuff on the top shelf as well if you keep that home hobby burning. Is that the plan?
I'll leave that to the professionals, I think.